Let's talk a little bit more about the markets right now. The chip sector actually hitting a rough patch this week after some comments that were made by both of the presidential candidates in terms of relations with China and Taiwan. Joining us right now to recap the significance of this week's events on that sector is Ben Reitzes. He is Melius Research head of technology research, I should say. Ben, let's talk a little bit about what we heard yesterday, because it was stunning. You came in and you looked at the chips, and they were really taking a hit, down 4 or 5% in some cases. The comments that came out were first the Biden administration basically saying that it's going to be putting some additional limits on what can be given to China in terms of some of the chip equipment makers. Then you heard also from President Trump, former President Trump, that he'd be looking at the question of whether Taiwan should be helping foot the bill for security if the United States steps in to help it on those levels. What did you think as a chips analyst coming into those two headlines? Well,
the market had been pretty lackadaisical about the China thing for a little while. We almost forgot about it, and then it rears its head. It is the single biggest risk existentially to chip stocks. So when they come out and say these kind of things, the market can tend to react. I think over the long term, things will work themselves out. But China at Taiwan is the epicenter of production, of ODMs, of folks that assemble servers and PCs as well. And when these kind of things are talked about, there can be an adverse reaction. I do think over the long term, though, there is a movement towards chips in terms of them being the most valuable oil of tech, and it's not stopping anytime soon. So I think this will sort itself out, and we'll get back to fundamentals, but it was a rough week.
I was going to say, it must be a bizarre thing to try and figure out how to value these companies, where if everything's fine, these are the fundamentals we go on. But this other issue is more important, overriding on everything. Do you just have to ignore it to some extent?
Well, I think a lot of people are just hoping for the best. It is so unanalyzable, and it's everybody's nightmare that something were to happen. There's so many funds and clients and analysts just hoping that nothing ever happens. But I will say that, I think Donald Trump, over his record, he views the stock market and the economy in a certain way as his scorecard. And if he wants to keep his scorecard going, he's got to make sure Taiwan is stable and then systematically help move jobs to the U.S. It can't be like some kind of start-stop type of thing, and that'll be very disruptive.
Oh, that's an interesting point. When you look at the chips sector overall, NVIDIA has been the one that has taken off, but you've also said what's happening with Apple is pretty important. So how would you rate these stocks? Which ones are your favorite and why?
Well, I cover 4 of the Mag 7, and I would say that typically, seasonally, NVIDIA had a great run, and there's usually some digestion. This is at the same time last year, everybody was like, oh, what about AMD? What about Broadcom? What about these guys? And similar things are echoing. While Apple, what I really love about Apple is this could be the biggest cycle, on a percent that we've ever seen. This is the most loyal install base being told you have to upgrade to get one of these zillion features. And I thought there was something for everyone. And I think that's going to resonate. It already is. We're already seeing builds go up. But Apple could systematically grow iPhone sales through this and catalyze AI for the masses. They really can, because a lot of people are like, AI, it sounds great. We don't really use it day to day, except for ChatGPT. And these guys are going to give you examples on how to use it for the masses. Google announces stuff. People sometimes goes past people because Google's a little technical. But when Apple does it, it can go mainstream. So I like what we're seeing there.